What's up, guys? It's Jonathan. Here's a gear update for you guys. So I replaced my Mapex snare stand, and the reason being is because the basket adjustment knob is cooked. It will not move at all. I recently started noticing issues at our last gig, and as I was adjusting this, the basket adjustment knob, it was skipping threads. It was going da 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 da, and I was like, okay, that's not normal. And then last week, when I put my GW collector snare on top of it, something happened because this is kind of a heavy snare, and it just cooked it. It just crushed the thing, and now this won't move. So I was like, okay, time to replace it. I've had this snare stand for quite a while. I've had it for about 10 years. And on top of that, it's not the highest quality snare stand, and it's not really heavy duty. So the combination of all those things, yeah, this thing's done for. I replaced it with a DW 9300 snare stand. I love this thing so far. I just got it today, so I've been messing with it, and it's super high quality. Everything's super well made. I love how just about everything on this is made of solid metal. Whereas this, it's made of metal too, but when you're messing with it, you can tell it's not the highest quality materials. Plus, it's got a rubber ball joint. This does not. This has a completely metal mechanism here. You can loosen this, and just like the ball joint, you can move it all around. So it does the same thing. It's a lot higher quality. So, and it holds this thing up like a champ. Let me set it up. I'll show you guys. All right, so I'm gonna mess with the basket adjustment knob here, and like I was saying, it holds it like a champ. It's not like the old one where it just crumbles. This thing can hold it, no problems at all. And yeah, there we go. And then, like I was showing you guys before, you can take this. Where is it? You can take this and just move it wherever you want it. So yeah, this thing is super cool. I cannot wait to play around with it. I'm super excited about it. And another thing I want to talk about are these Tandem Drums drop dampeners. These things are a game changer. So rather than having a piece of tape or that moon gel stuff that gets all sticky, and you can't take it off very easily, these drops dampeners are awesome. So they just hook on to your snare drum's tension rod. They sit there, and what's cool about these is that they don't dampen the snare drum to the point to where you can hardly hear it. You know, there's just moon gel and tape. Sometimes they dampen the snare a little bit too much. But these are cool. So when you hit the snare drum, when you hit the drum, rather than this, staying flat and planted on here and killing a lot of the sound, when you hit it, this actually vibrates a little bit. So it makes the snare resonate a lot more, which I think is super cool. And like I said, it's not as messy as moon gel or duct tape. This this is actually where I had tape before I switched to these drop tuners, and they're awesome. Yeah, they're super cool, easy to take on and off, and I highly recommend them. They're called Drops by Tandem Drums. So, all right, y'all. That does it for today's gear update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See y'all later. Peace.